Around the world, organisations are doing business differently. Millions of people are facing unprecedented levels of economic uncertainty, and organisations are increasingly understanding the need to develop solutions to environmental and social problems. We need to think differently about value, and businesses are increasingly looking at trust, partnership and opportunity as core to the way we think about the development of business solutions.
As a consequence of the way that we do business, what we've seen is massive increases in inequality.
Businesses in general recognising that the challenges that we face globally are not adequately addressed within the current way we manage value.
How do we measure success? What do we value in our communities and our economy? What do we think are the important outcomes?
We cannot keep on doing what we have done so far. We have to change.
We have to change it from being a profit-driven model to a model that allows us to build community.
Business has always had an important role in society, but I do believe that role is changing.
And businesses recognise that their long-term success and their long-term survival has to be about being part of the solution, not part of the problem. It gives you hope.
Social enterprises are real businesses that are generating real jobs and contributing to the economy, but their focus is on reinvesting their profits to improve people's lives.
Social enterprise means those enterprises which are with a social cause. So it's not just for profit, not just for business, but which gives a sense of taking care of our social needs like health, childcare, education.
Social enterprise for me is the ability to use business models and business methods to create social value.
It is possible to run a business and still focus on the wider social value and not make that secondary.
I'm a strong believer that business can achieve a double bottom line, which means not financial return, but also an impact on the society.
So it's a different way to look at the role of capital and the role of economy.
So the social enterprise economy is structured for business to create real solutions for the world.
One of the exciting developments that I think we're seeing in the whole social impact space is a real convergence between, on the one hand, business and business thinking harder about its social impact, and then also the social impact sector, be that social enterprises or charities or not-profits as they're sometimes called, focusing harder on what business-like approaches are they taking to scale and growing.
The UK is recognised as a leader in the development of the social enterprise movement, and we draw on that expertise to promote the growth of social enterprise around the world. Our programme provides training and mentoring and investment opportunities for social enterprises and works with governments around the world to create the right kind of policy environment. We also work with universities to provide opportunities for collaboration on research and courses, and look to bring a social enterprise approach to international development opportunities.
What they're doing is they're connecting people to all of those people who variously have different bits of a jigsaw puzzle to working out how we scale social enterprise.
We are privileged to be able to bring the trust and knowledge and networks that we have developed around the world to play a connecting role.
That ability for the British Council to support that exchange of information and resources was really important for us in Canada. They figured it out in the UK, and they're willing to share it.
I believe there is a significant shift taking place, and the way that we think about economics is also changing from being completely driven by competition and consumption to embracing collaboration and compassion as much more central to the way that we think about value.
The British Council has the staff and the experience and the knowledge and the partnerships and relationships, most importantly, to really act as a catalyst for the global movement of social enterprise to thrive.
This is Tatik. She developed an organic farming business supporting women in her community. Chris Humelon and Oliver Maneha run a social enterprise that sells hand-woven bags made from natural fibres. And this is Huanka, who developed a really successful rooftop gardening business in Shanghai. A significant shift is taking place. People from all walks of life, from governments to communities, are recognising that social enterprises can make our world a better place. Social enterprises take business approaches to tackle social problems. They are real businesses that generate real jobs, but instead of generating profits for owners, they invest their profits for impact and help to create more sustainable societies. Every day, thousands of social entrepreneurs across Asia are working for a better future, and the British Council is helping them. Our unique position means we can provide training and help with securing investment. All this so they can build successful businesses and improve their communities, starting at the grassroots. Since 2009, our social enterprise programme has harnessed UK expertise to support this new generation of innovators. We've trained more than 2,700 entrepreneurs and reached almost 200 million people across Asia.
The history of social enterprise in the UK can be plotted back to probably 150 years or so, but certainly there's been an explosion of startups over the last 20 years, and I think the term social enterprise has become part of everyday language. We've got 70,000 social enterprises operating in the UK. I think this is the future of business, not only within our communities and villages and towns, but actually right around the world. Social enterprise is helping to government to achieve its own vision, a sustainable, fair and inclusive society.
There are some real innovations in the UK social investment market. First of those is Big Society Capital, the world's first social investment bank, but also new products, things such as the social impact bond, which there are more in the UK than the rest of the world put together. The UK has a great opportunity to promote the global social investment market. We've got a lot of learnings here that we can share, and that allows us to learn from other countries as well.
Returning to East Asia, we can see why social enterprise is so relevant to this diverse region. We have also built a strong community of partners, governments, foundations, NGOs, universities and multinationals. In Indonesia, together with partner the Arthur Guinness Fund, we helped cooperatives such as Wana Lestari Menore. By working together, they receive better prices for the trees they log, allowing them to reinvest in planting new trees and ensure a greener and wealthier future. In the Philippines, with our partner Starbucks, we support social enterprises like Seedcore, which helps farmers earn higher incomes and reduce deforestation by planting cacao trees. We also influence policy by convening dialogue with government and investors. They are keen to learn from UK experience as they introduce policies that support this growing sector. In Myanmar, we are helping organisations like FXB, who work with trafficked women.
Nowadays, FXB Myanmar is sustaining on its own resources. Social enterprise is very important because it involves empowering the community members.
One of the major challenges of the NGOs is the difficulty of sustaining itself. We would have to educate the NGOs to turn themselves from a donor-driven, donor-dependent entities into independent, self-sustaining. I would like really to congratulate British Council for taking the lead on supporting social enterprise.
The innovators we support tackle some of the biggest challenges in the region, like ageing populations. Wei Xingjiang, who is 81 years old, receives care from a social enterprise called Golden Sun.
老人家现在最需要的就是一种就是老的有看病，一种就是老的有孤寡的，就是做卫生、买菜。刚才这个洗衣服，就是这个最关键的。
金太阳是专门为老人提供养老服务的一个养老机构，目前主要是以居家养老为主，就是上门去为老人提供养老院的服务。
金太阳呢，就是我们有事情，打个电话给他们就来了。晚上有事情，我打电话他们也可以来。
时间上，我们现在给老人的承诺是力争15分钟到家。
对，目前已经。
我们先要把老人的资料建立档案，然后他在家里需要帮助或需要服务的时候，只要按下一个呼叫键，那我们中心平台就会马上做出响应，根据他的需求，我们就派出服务。英国文化协会办的社会企业家技能培训，应该对我个人来讲和对我们整个金太阳机构来说起到了一个决定性的作用，因为我是抱着一个很茫然的心态去参加这个培训的，知道有一个很好的商业模式，但只是说知道，不懂得怎么做，而且没有信心。参加培训之后，更清晰了自己的企业的一个愿景。那在培训的时候，我们是没有一个居家养老服务站，现在我们已经有将近100个居家养老服务站，而且服务的受众群体已经达到了将近20万。现在我们已经有了4家的战略合作伙伴，这也是源于我培训当中所学到的，要懂得借力使力。
Huang Xiaorong's success in helping her community and creating more than 100 jobs shows just how powerful social enterprise can be. And as our programme grows, we are teaming up with more and more partners who see that social enterprise and ethical investment can transform millions of lives.